This podcast is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Listener discretion is advised as some cases contain graphic content. We mean no disrespect to anyone we discuss in this podcast except our exes. Everyone is innocent until proven guilty. However, we will be expressing our personal opinions. Buckle up, Buttercup.
Hey guys, it's Cynthia.
And I'm Wes, and this is Love and Luminol, a true crime podcast.
And we're back for some weekly crap.
Weekly crap.
Weekly crap. Some true crime. What are we going to do? True Crime Tuesdays.
True Crime Tuesdays.
So, there you go.
As you can see, we're not where we normally are.
No.
We're out of town, doing it from a hotel, so.
Yeah, so excuse the change of scenery. It's a little wonky.
It works.
Yeah.
They have a table in here. We got place
No
to
chairs,
sit.
but we sit on the
Got some cool
artwork back
artwork
there.
behind us.
The
Yeah, it
light.
works.
Yeah, so not bad. Could be worse.
So what are we doing today?
We're doing Lawrence Anderson, some cannibalism.
Ooh.
Yeah. Can't confirm if he actually ate any of it. I believe he did. But, so we'll see. You excited for this? No.
Sure.
You're like, no. No
I'm
one's
hungry.
ever excited. You're hungry? All right, well, let's get into it.
All right, here we go.
All righty. He fell asleep during that. It's the longest intro he's ever seen. You there? All right.
We doing this?
We're doing it.
All right.
Update, though. I'm still reading this for book talk. If you see our TikTok, you know this is a current book I'm reading. I'm like right in the beginning because I don't have any time. But so far, so good. So there you go.
I don't know nothing about it.
I don't either. I just know it's on book talk and it's highly recommended. So started reading it. Guys, let me know if you like it. If there's a book out there you thought was better, let me know. I need to read a lot.
And forgive any random noises, because since we're in a hotel, might be traffic, might hear the air conditioning kicking on and off, and all kinds of stuff. So,
Kids.
yeah, kids in the hallway,
Mm-hmm. People in the hallway.
people in the hallway,
Let's say there's
drunk people in the hallway.
One old lady got trashed for snack time.
But we figured we'd give you an episode while we're out, so
Mm-hmm. Because I got a lot done. I was productive.
you were productive, huh?
Yeah.
What you got done?
Well, now we're going to discuss Mr. Lawrence Anderson.
Lawrence Anderson.
Yes, 44 years old. And there's his picture right there.
Okay.
See? There you go. He's from Chickasha, Oklahoma. I don't know how you say it. Chickasha, that's what I thought it was, but could be Chickasha. I don't know. If you guys know, let us know. But he was also known as Smoke and Smoke Link. Those are his nicknames on the streets.
Okay.
Don't know
Smoke Link.
how. Why would he be? Unless, was he a weed dealer maybe?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't get why you'd call someone Smoke.
Unless they smoke a lot of
Unless they, unless it had something to do with weed. I don't know. But that was his nickname. That was, he's known as the streets. Smoke or Smoke Link. Seem more confusing than Smoke.
weed. Don't know.
All right, and he's had a criminal history too. So it ain't his first time for getting in trouble.
It ain't his first rodeo.
No, it ain't.
He's
His
ridden a lot of bulls.
Well, his previous charges include, or not limited to, threat of violence, domestic violence, battery, and firearm charges.
So nothing big.
Nothing big. Nah. Nothing, you know. And none of that applies to the nickname Smoke, so I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm not really
No
sure on
drug
that.
charges listed there yet, but I'm sure he has a few somewhere, but whatever. His
Interesting.
first offense was in 2012.
Okay. His first one?
Yep, his first offense.
Uh-oh.
He was arrested for selling cocaine near an elementary school. There's
the drug reference.
the drugs
But
coming
that's
in.
not smoke.
No, that's coke.
It rhymes with smoke.
It does. Maybe they called him Coke and
He's
it's
"Don't-"
trademarked.
He's like, no. We don't want that kind of
We
attention.
don't want sued.
All right, smoke.
But he tried to sell cocaine near an elementary school and got caught.
Well, teachers got to do blow too.
That's what I'm thinking. Elementary school, it's the kindergarten teacher for sure.
Yeah.
She
You
goes
got to
through
keep
a
that
lot.
energy.
My Lord. But he was sentenced to 15 years and served 5 of them.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got off easy, huh?
He did. In 2016, he was arrested for possession of crack cocaine.
There's your smoke.
There it is. And threatened his girlfriend with a gun.
Mm.
While on crack cocaine, probably.
Kids, don't
Kid.
do crack.
Don't do crack. He's trying to get him to. He's selling cocaine at an elementary
Okay.
school. He's trying to recruit him young.
I mean, you got to.
You gotta start young.
Yeah. That's how it
Lord have
works.
Mercy.
That's how it works. Why? I mean, everything that wants people to get hooked to it, they start them when they're young. That's how it works. Cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, religion.
True.
It always works the same way.
It works true. But they take their elementary school stuff seriously because he got 15 years for trying to sell cocaine near an elementary school, and he only got 4 years for crack cocaine and threatening his ex-girlfriend with a gun. So the measurement system there's a little off. It's like Tinder. It's like 15 years for selling cocaine down the street from an elementary school. You tried to shoot her in the face, we'll give you 4 years.
Well, we don't know what she did.
True. But he only served 2 of the 4 years. So he's been lucky so far getting out early.
They like him there.
They must. No, they don't. That's why they let him out. Like whiny, let him out.
He's a
Done
little
with it.
bitch. Get
Done
him
with
out
it.
of here.
But in 2017, he violated probation and got caught with PCP, cocaine, and some more gun charges.
Wow.
Busy man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Popular man.
He went from cocaine to PCP
But he was sentenced to 20 years for that mess.
for the PCP.
Yeah, I think they're getting tired of him.
Evidently, PCP is a higher charge than cocaine.
Well, I think it was the violating probation's what really made him mad.
No.
You know how they're like, we told you, and
Yeah.
we don't like to have to tell you twice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Let
they
that be
are.
a lesson. If you're on probation, don't break the law.
Yeah, that pisses them off.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I told you. But so this was a mistaken recommendation from Oklahoma's Pardon and Parole led to sentences to be commuted to help create room in prisons.
Yeah.
So Republican Governor Kevin Stitt commuted sentences in 2020. So he commuted Lawrence's sentence to 9 years. So it went from 20 years to 9.
I bet that guy ran on being hard on crime, too.
So I don't know. He's like, I got to make room for my
He's
people.
like, we're hard on crime.
Turn them loose and re-catch them.
We support our police officers, too. Oh, by the way, let's let some of these guys out.
Re-catch them.
We need to make
Probably.
room for all the new ones we're bringing in.
Or they're like, let them out. We know they're going to reoffend, and then I can re-catch them, and it makes me look like I'm catching crime.
True.
Yeah. Because, I
It
mean, how many
also-
times has he been back in the jail?
I wonder if they get bonuses, too, for, like, each new
Oh,
person.
new arrest.
Quotation marks in the air.
Yeah. I don't know. But, whoa.
Told
Someone's
you
mad.
there's going to be some noises.
There's that drunk old lady. She's like, Harold.
At least we don't hear no banging on the wall and moaning.
That's true. Not yet.
Maybe later.
I know. Well, the maintenance room's right there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's why I said not yet. There's a
Not
maintenance
yet.
closet next door. But Lawrence was released in January 2021 after serving 3 years of his 20-year original
So
sentence.
even with the
9-year, yeah,
extra shit,
commuted.
he,
He still got out in 3.
oh boy.
So he was out in 3 years. The commutation occurred 1 year after the parole board denied him parole. So he had a parole hearing,
And
and
they
they're
still
like,
let him out.
they're like, nope, you're staying. But then this governor guy said, I want to commute some sentences. I'm dropping it to 9. And they're like, well, I guess he can go.
Wow. They're like, this guy does not belong out on the street. Hey, we need to make some room. You know what? Let this guy out on the street.
Exactly.
Wow.
So that was a little depressing there. And he moved in with his aunt and uncle. And this is a picture of their house. It's a little white house.
I mean, at least they got dish.
They don't got any grass, it don't look like. It's like hard to, unless it's all dead because it's winter
Neighbors
time.
got dish too.
Because the
Neighbors
trees
got
are
DirecTV.
the trees are barren, so I think it's winter time. That's why the grass is not there, brown.
Probably should pick up that bag of trash.
Pretty sure that's a body.
Okay.
Anyway, around February 9th of 2021, the crime occurred. This is where it all went down.
Wait, you said this case was about cannibalism.
Mm-hmm.
So far, this guy's been a drug offender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Maybe that PCP is going to come into effect.
maybe. Regardless, he broke into the home of Andrea Lynn Blankenship. She's 41 years old, and she was his neighbor. So she lived
the DirecTV over there on the side?
I don't know if that's her, if she's across the street neighbor. I don't know. But she's somewhere around there, and that's her.
Okay.
So she's pretty. I like her eyes. There's a bright blue. But he broke into her house. Good Lord. She's getting him out there.
Get
Door
out of that
slam.
room.
And there was no reason for it. He just like randomly broke in and stabbed her to death.
Okay.
Yeah.
He didn't steal anything?
No, he just stabbed her to death.
Something else happened.
He cuts her heart out. So he stabbed her to death. She's dead. He then takes it upon himself to remove her heart and bring it to his uncle's house to prepare the family a meal and cook it in some potatoes.
Ooh. Nothing like heart and potatoes.
So, yep, he's cooking some heart and potatoes. His uncle, Leon Pye.
It's a stew made with love. It's from the heart.
It's from the heart, yeah.
It's from the heart.
You're an animal. But his uncle, Leon Pye, was home. He's 67 years old, this poor old man. There he is.
Leon Pye
Yes.
had a nephew who got high.
A lot. His aunt and their granddaughter was also home.
Oh.
His aunt is Delcy Pye. She's 66. Granddaughter was Chaos. It's
Chaos.
Kaeos. Chaos? I think it is.
Wow. Okay.
Chaos.
Chaos.
And her mom was Tasha Yates. And this is a picture of little Chaos. She's adorable.
We're probably saying that wrong.
Probably.
That's what we got.
I apologize. I know how to spell it. Kaeos. To me, it sounds like chaos. Chaos. I don't know.
It's something.
It's something. It looked like the chaos. K, like Kae, and then os. Chaos? Chaos? I don't know. Anyway, that's her. She's adorable. But he tried to feed, and that's her mom right there. Sorry. I didn't put pic twice. But that's her mom with the tattoo above her eyebrow, and that's the aunt with her. So that's Chaos's mom, or just K's mom, and the aunt, Delcy.
Gotcha.
But he tried to feed Andrew's heart to them and to release demons. That's why he did it. He went to cut her heart out to serve it to the family to release the demons in the home.
Release the demons.
So it's some ritual-like thing.
Okay.
But yeah, so he sat down, cooked a meal. Of course, I don't know. I know some sources say he had some of it. Others say nobody made it to eat any of it. I know the family. Yeah, the family. They never did clarify if they ate it or if they thought, why are you acting so funny? Why does that look like a human heart or something? They didn't eat it, and that's what made him mad and provoked him. I don't know. So it's a jumble on who ate what.
Interesting.
Yeah. But the attempt was to eat it. So
such a waste if
either they found out what they were eating and got upset at him, or they refused to eat it. Anyway, he ended up stabbing them.
Wow.
Yeah, he just went on a frenzy.
How dare you criticize my cooking?
Isn't that what the Dahmer TV show did? Wasn't he trying to give a lady a sandwich? She's like, no. He's like, take the sandwich. She's like, no. He was like, cooked it for you. She's like, yeah.
Nope, don't want it. Sorry.
She knew. But the uncle and the little girl died from their injuries.
Wow.
Yes. But his aunt manages to survive the ordeal. But poor lady.
That
Yeah.
woman right there.
The aunt. The other, Chaos's mom was not there that day.
Okay.
She dropped her off to go do something, work or something. But the aunt survives. Prosecutor was Jason Hicks. And through the working with the family and stuff, the family asked to not go to court.
Okay.
They're like, I don't want to go to court. They don't want to hear all the disturbing details.
Okay.
So I don't know what all he did to those he stabbed, but they didn't want to hear the gruesome stuff. So apparently he was a little wild. And they also didn't want to see the photos of I assume, the little girl.
Most likely, yeah.
Yeah, I assume it was all about the little girl. They didn't want to do it. They wanted to avoid court if possible.
I get it.
But he wrote a confession on March 15th. So whatever, I assume the drugs wore off. I don't know. But he wrote a letter March 15th, a month after the crime, to say, yeah, I did it.
Wow.
So I don't know. They didn't really say if he was high, what happened. Had a mental breakdown. Didn't really say. But he pleaded guilty to multiple counts of murder, maiming, assault, and battery.
Well,
You're like,
I mean,
maiming? Well,
at least he's willing to go for it. I mean, go to jail for it and everything.
yeah, I mean, he confessed. It's not.
It seems like it was drug related.
That's what I thought, too. It
The
didn't
fact
seem
that
like he
later
had
he's like,
any...
here's my confession. Yep, I plead guilty. Send me to prison.
He
It's
regrets
like,
what he did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's almost like he didn't.
Because it never mentioned he had a history of any kind of mental anything. So I think it may have been he got a hold of something rough. He was probably in jail, because he was in jail for the 20 years for how many years? So he was off drugs while he was in jail, I assume.
Yeah.
Probably got out and went straight back to where he was and just got a hold of too much or something. Because they say that's how most ODs happen, is they go in jail for a while and they get out thinking they can take right back where they left off, but it's too much because they've been, without. Thought maybe that might have been it.
It's possible.
Possible, but I don't know.
Or maybe there was something in it that he wasn't expecting and it messed with him.
Possible. Anyway, the maiming charge was due to him and his aunt. He gouged his aunt's eye out.
Oh.
Yeah, so she lost the left eye in this ordeal. He just popped it right out. So that
Okay.
was the maiming charge.
That's pretty bad.
That is bad. So that's why I said this poor lady lost an eye, lost a granddaughter, lost a husband, lost a nephew. She's just having shit.
Yeah.
But here's a picture of her talking about how she survived, Of course, she said, I walked by faith, not by sight, which is kind of ironic because she lost an eye. She can't see out of one eye. So, I don't know, but that's her. She survived. Obviously, she looks pretty torn up, I would say. She's torn up probably the rest
She
of her
doesn't
life.
look like she's missing an eye.
I don't know if she's missing or if she just can't see out of it because he stabbed her in the eye and damaged it.
Oh, okay.
It just said gouged her eye out.
Okay.
So I don't know if it actually came out or if he just stabbed her in the eye and it just ruined her eye.
Well, maybe it popped out, but it was still connected, and they
Popped it
put
back,
it back
in. And she can't see out of it because they said she's blind in one eye.
It's possible.
Oh, gosh. Oh. Thanks for that
Hold on.
visual. Oh,
Pop
God.
it back in.
Oh, I would pass out. I would have a stroke. If my eyeball was laying on my cheek, I would have had a heart attack and died.
Now, if you're still seeing out of it.
Oh, God.
it's
Looking at
down,
your feet
you're like
or your
seeing-
cleavage.
You're like, you got one eye looking straight ahead, and the other one you're seeing your feet. That'd be hard. Like, I don't know. That would be a weird feeling.
And your ass. Every time you'd be driving me to the hospital in a rush, and you'd be like, I can't tell who you're looking at. Are you talking to me or the floor?
Pick it up and you like move it around and look behind you.
Talking to you. Oh, that poor
Somebody's about to
lady.
come over and sneak up on you, and you're like, don't even think about it. You flip the eye backwards.
And it's it's joking, but imagine I could not do it.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I'm like,
your
that's
eye
a hell of
come
a
out,
woman.
that'd be-
Yeah.
ugh.
No. Ooh, I wouldn't have made it. I would have been like, I'm just gonna lay here and die. That's too much for me. Not the eyes. Mm-mm. But the victim's family. Oh, it just said victim's family. Probably a lot of them said it in some way, shape, or form. But they said they wish Lawrence would, quote, rot from the inside out.
Damn.
Quote. So they are not his biggest fan. I see why.
That's known as syphilis, by the way.
Rot on the inside out? Well, I guess they hope he gets syphilis. I don't know. I just know they're very upset, and it's I don't know, it's a toss. But I'd be pissed too. But on the same side, it was the drugs. It wasn't himself.
It was.
But he also, made the choice to do drugs. So
Correct.
it's kind of, but he also it's hard because he's also addicted, and it's hard to get unaddicted to that
It
crap.
is, but again, you do something on the influence of a medication or a drug or anything like that, alcohol.
That's your choice, yeah.
It's still your fault. Mm-hmm. You're still got to take responsibility for what you've done.
Yeah, I mean, I get it because it takes, you got to put effort in and get off of that crap. Yeah. You got to want it. And
but again,
I know it's hard. I'm not saying,
actions,
I know. That's why I'm saying, I'm not saying, oh, you putting them down completely. Because I know it's hard to do, but I'm saying it's also on you. It's your fault. You can get better if you put in effort, if you try.
Yeah.
It's just horrible situation all around.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I don't know if it's ongoing. I didn't get any sentence information, so I assume they're still sorting it out, which is why I didn't get a whole lot of details. But if you come across anything you want to add, let us know. But that's all the information I could get on him.
That's it?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the cannibalism part, he possibly ate some heart. I was scared to death researching this because it mentioned the little girl, and I thought, oh my God, if he eats this little girl, I'm going to lose my shit. But he didn't.
Nope. He tried to
feed the little girl.
After all the heart he put into that meal, and they wouldn't even take a bite.
And you got to think how scary that is, that this lady was sitting in her house probably watching Golden Girls or something. And this dude breaks in the house and just starts stabbing her.
Yeah.
Like, that could happen to anybody. Someone down the street could get high and just crawl in the window and stab one of us.
Yeah, it's true.
It's scary. But, it's sad.
Wow.
I don't know how the aunt's doing. I assume she's still got a ways to go to recover, but...
Yeah. Message us updates on this case if you know anything about it, because
I'm curious.
it's like kind of it's left at an area where I want to know
you
more.
Want to know? I do too. And every site I went to, it just repeated the same details. So I'm like, is it solved? Is it done? Did he get sentenced?
Yeah, I want to know if he's sentenced.
The
I want
aunt
to know if he's still
okay?
in court for it. I want to know how the aunt's doing.
Yeah, if she's because
I
she's
want to know if
lost
they
a lot.
actually took bites. I'm curious.
Yeah, just to see. And then I didn't
if they
hear.
did, what did it taste like?
Yeah. And I want to hear more from. It kept saying victim's family, but I don't know if it was the lady's family, the neighbor, or if it's her family.
True.
I'd like to know what the lady's family is thinking through all this.
Yeah.
Because they were just some random part. Like, this guy, just a neighbor, randomly broke in.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Like, I want to know how they feel on this, too. Because I couldn't imagine if you just get a call, be like, your sister got stabbed to death because the neighbor got high and broke in. You're like, wow, out of the blue. So I just want to imagine how they took that. And how they're doing, too.
If I was a killer that randomly went into people's houses and took body parts from them, I would play it off like the Wizard of Oz. Like, if I only had a brain, if I only had a heart.
They'll think you're remaking a Frankenstein.
I'd sing that as I was doing it. If I only had a heart.
God. But that's
Picture me.
Picture me. Oh. So I could just see the sadness in her face.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a weird one.
That is a weird one
Because
because
like
they didn't go
he's like, yeah, I sold some drugs. I did some stupid shit.
gun charges.
Let me
But
just
then it
break into this
drastically went, yeah.
neighbor's house and cut her heart out and feed it to my family.
Well, that's the only thing I
just-
can think of is that he
wow.
was just off drugs while he was in jail and he got out and just boom. Because he got out in January and this happened beginning of February. So it was right after he got out. So that's why I was assuming, I don't know if I'm right, but I was assuming that he got out, went straight back to the way he was, taking the drugs he was doing. It was just too much for him. It
That
really
is
messed with
possible.
him. It didn't OD him, but it really messed with him.
And like I said, it could have been mixed with something else.
Someone could have
Some kind of crazy
laced it with something.
hallucinogen that just screwed him up and made him
Bath salts.
think other things were happening.
Yeah.
Wow.
There you go, but I'd like to know.
Yep. We'd like
Updates,
to know what's
please.
going on. So if you got an update, let us know. Is that all we got?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that was a quick one.
I told you it was going to be a quick one. Like I said, I think it's still ongoing because I didn't get the sentence. I couldn't find the sentencing anywhere. I couldn't find details on if anyone ate anybody, I couldn't find the more details that would come up in court.
Yeah.
Like the motive,
evidently
like the
court
drug
hasn't
screen
happened yet.
results. Yeah.
Well,
like,
no, they said they didn't want court.
They didn't want court. So I was wondering, like, well, how did it?
Well, and you said he pled guilty, though.
Yeah.
So it must have just been his bail, or like where they set bail and like,
The
they
sentencing?
take when you go in and if you're arrested, they set bail and then they say enter your plea.
Yeah.
And he just straight up said guilty. So so he's automatically
Guilty.
done.
Yeah, but he should have had a
You
sentencing.
just got to find out what the sentencing
Yeah,
is.
that's what I'm
like
saying. He
how
should have
long
had a
got.
sentencing hearing where he went in front of the judge, and that's what I didn't get to find. So that's why I was wondering what he was sentenced to. Assume life because he killed 3 people. But they also could have said he was insane or something too, possibly, and lowered his sentence. I don't know, but I'd like to know.
Possible.
We're
Yeah, he
curious
coulda got-
people.
He could have got guilty, but like clinically insane or something, and got put in a hospital.
Yeah,
we don't know.
Yeah, I don't know where he went and what's happened or anything. So I'd like to know.
All right. Well, message us if you got updates. You can either go to our website, loveandluminol.com, or email us, loveandluminol@gmail.com. And just hit us up with those updates.
Yes.
If you want to find us on any service, you can do that same website, loveandluminol.com. It'll show you where you can listen to us, where you can watch us as far as the video versions of the episodes. It has all our links to social media. So we have Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads.
I was going to say that new Twitter.
Oh, and
looking
Snapchat.
thing. Oh, yes, Snapchat.
All of those are at Love and Luminol. I don't think that's all I have on those.
I think so.
Yeah. But like and subscribe and keep watching us. We noticed TikTok getting some boosts there. Like people are
Yes. Keep tuning
liking
in.
and commenting and following us a lot on TikTok. So, because we do random videos on there. Just she does her book talk videos.
Yeah.
I did a review of the
Updates.
Flash movie when we went to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put up whenever a new episode comes out too. So
Be able to check it out.
getting some more attention. We like that. So,
And guys don't know how excited it makes us when we get the likes.
yeah.
So even hitting that little like heart button or whatever, it's like,
Yeah.
it's amazing. You're thinking, oh, it's just hitting a little thing, but we're like, oh my gosh, 3 more likes. This makes our day.
Also, let us know what services you're listening or watching us on, or if you listen or watch. Like, I'm kind of curious. How many people are actually watching the video version or just
Versus
listening
listening.
to it. And if you're listening to it, where are you listening at? And if you're watching, are you on Spotify or YouTube or whatever?
Boy, this is interrogation.
I'm just curious.
I am too. I was almost curious, like, because you looked at the data and we had some Canadian listeners, and
We had some in some.
I
lot
wish
of
it broke
different
it down.
countries.
Yeah, I wish it broke it down to state. See which
Yeah,
state
the
would
U.S.
listen to
ones are
us.
just U.S.
Yeah,
and then it
I'd
says
be interested to know what
Canada,
states we got listening to us.
Canada, UK. I thought I saw some
Australian?
Australia.
Yeah.
And then there was some South America, and I think I even saw one or two like in Africa
Okay.
area.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, exciting.
I think it's cool.
I just really would. They need to invest in breaking down a state.
I will say, if you look at the demographics for gender, the girls are beating the guys. Just saying.
Oh,
More
yeah,
women
ladies.
more women listen to us than guys. So come on, guys, man, step
That's
it up.
also why there's they say there's less women serial killers that are caught.
That's
That's all we do. Because we listen to true crime podcasts all the time.
Probably. But yeah, like and subscribe. Answer some of them questions because I'm curious. And hit us with the updates if you got them.
They're like, yeah, thanks for the homework.
There will be a test. There will be a test. But that's all I got. If that's all you got.
That's all I got.
All right. Well,
On to the
that's,
next one.
That's a simple one. So not a simple case, but
No.
simple as far as quick.
Simple and always tragic.
Always. All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Hope you liked us.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.